Hi, this is Kelly. I am here to do a quick little video on how I used Google for, Sheets as my gradebook this past year. So I had a couple of sources that I used to get started. So what you're going to want to do is you're going to want to go to TEA. You're going to want to get your standards. So curriculum and then your TEKS. I'm going to use second grade math for the purpose of this, just so you can see a consistent thing. So I'm going to go to math. I'm going to click on elementary. And pardon the scrolling, but we're going to scroll through kinder, first grade, and here is second grade. So here are my standards. So I have that ready. You're also going to want to, what I went and did is I went into Forethought and I found our year at a glance. So this is the new year at a glance for second grade math for 2016-2017. And on this year at a glance, what you can see is we broke it down into readiness standards, supporting standards, and process standards, and even by units, so you can see which units. So what I want to do is show you the one I did last year, just to sample. I took one of them, just a couple of dates, and showed you how I used it. So I have the top 4 rows frozen so that I knew it was at the top and I could see my standards that was being taught that quarter. So I believe this was was quarter 1, and so I took these off of our year at a glance, or YAG, from last year. I put all of my students in column A, and I just wrote student 1, 2 through 17. I was fortunate enough this past year that I only had 17. And just changing their names. So what I did is I just copied my standards here at the top. I wrote a quick blurb on row 4 of what the activity was. So this activity, for whatever we did on 9-4, was where they had to write a number in standard form, word form, and in base 10. It was a quick check with 2-digit numbers. So you can see one idea that you can do is go ahead and give them a standards-based grade, 1, 2, 3, 4, and then add notes. I gave this student a 4 on this activity because they added expanded form to it. Well, that was not part of the requirement. This student I gave a 3. My comment was work on drawing ones in a pattern. I have good, I have great. You can see added expanded form. Student 14, they could draw the number but could not determine the word form. My question or notes, could it be reading the words? Were they having a hard time reading 27? So that was just a question for me. Student 15 missed a few of the words and added a few more ones on one of the problem. So the reason I like this is because I can write anecdotal notes on how they are doing for each activity. I can scroll through and see, are there any trends with this one activity, or I can look at it per student and see, is there a consistent theme, what is going on that they are missing. So you can see made a few mistakes, but overall has it all, showing number in different ways. So these notes for me, I knew were things that they needed to work on. If they were proficient or if they had a full understanding, I made notes, got it, great, good. Absent, if they were not there. What you could do is go back and color code it. Oh my goodness, they were absent this day. I need to go back and make sure they complete this form and put it in my grade book. You can do all kinds of things. You can make each one, colorful, or however you want to do it. So I want to show you really quick just how to do it, how I would do it. So I would do this for quarter 1. I'm going to make a quarter 2 and get it ready. So I'm going to rename this to quarter 2 and go from there. What I'm going to do is I'm going to start with my YAG for quarter 2, and I'm going to start with the 4s. I'm only going to do the readiness and supporting standard right now. So I'm going to start with 4B. So I'm going to go to my standard. Here's 2, here's 3, here's 4B. Command copy. I'm going to start right here. Command V. And I am going to wrap. So I am going to, where'd it go? Format, that's where it is. Text wrapping and wrap, okay? And I can double click inside. I can delete that, go up here to the beginning and add 4C. Okay, hit enter and it'll go from there. I can also highlight the row and create these a little bit smaller just because some of our standards can get a little lengthy. So quarter 2, how about 4, oh that was 4B, not C. 4B. And then I'm going to grab 4C. So I don't want this semicolon, so I'm going to go there, Command C, Command V. This can get monotonous, but I think in the long run, it'll be worth it. So let's see, 4C, and enter. And what I can do is highlight the whole row, go Format, Text Wrapping, wrap it, and I'm going to change the font to 10 so that it is consistently the same. So I'm going to go through and add all of the standards that I see on my quarter 2 and possibly any others that I need to spiral. Then over here I'm going to leave this blank. Leave this one blank, that one blank, and I'm going to start on 5, student 1, student 2, and so on. Go through my roster. What I'm going to do is I'm going to take this. I can put TEKS, assignment, and date. And that way it tells me what each activity was. In order to freeze the screen, you click the row that is the last one you want. You're going to go to View, Freeze up to current row. And it's going to put a little dark gray line. So as I scroll down, those will always be at the top to keep me focused on my standards and what the activity was. I then can go, as I'm entering all this information and I need to keep going because I obviously collect a lot of grades, I can freeze the column A. So highlight column A, view, freeze, whoa, and up to. That way, as I scroll to the right, my student's name will always be here on the left. You can pretty this up however you want, color code it to what makes sense with you, but I just wanted you to see how I used it rather than just writing check plus on things because I couldn't remember the anecdotal notes of what the activity was and how they performed or what was specific that they missed or that we needed to continue to review from each activity. So I hope this helps. Thank you.